Hello, this is Squadre Johnson, and my topic is about physical health, and this podcast is called If You Run, Your Life Will Continue. The reason why I chose this topic is because I truly love the aspect of physical health and what it does for me. It helps me with the problems I'm going through in my life. It allows me to play the sport that I love, allows me to stay healthy, and I just like how the way it makes me feel about myself and other aspects. And the other reason why I chose this topic is because I don't truly believe people understand what physical health is, and they just really think it's all about lifting weights when it goes further than that. What is physical health? Physical health encompasses a person's ability to perform activities of daily living and your body's ability to function at optimal levels with adequate sleep, rest, and nutrition and physical activity. The aspects of physical health is physical fitness. Physical fitness has to do with running, weightlifting, and aerobatic exercises. Aerobatic exercises is means oxygen, so it basically has to do with you breathing and giving you more energy into your body. Your physical activities is varied by intensity, such as light, moderate, and vigorous workouts that determines basically by how much energy you're spending during a workout. For examples of a light workout is such as walking to the store or just a normal walk with maybe your friend having a conversation. An example of a moderate workout is walking at an average or faster tempo going up a hill, or even you hiking. Example of a vigorous workout is running or jogging for a certain amount of time. And this part is where I really think physical health and physical fitness is more than just weightlifting. It's just that people really think that physical health, when they think about how you need to get in shape, they automatically go to weightlifting, when really that's just for you just to get stronger and just for you to really, like, in a way, just look good, flex abs, muscles, and all of that. So basically just for the cameras. Because you can still lift weights, but not have a good physical health. But there's other things you can do, not just weightlifting, as I named running and all that. You could do yoga, some aerobatic activities, for example, swimming, using resistant bands, doing certain stretches. You could do cycling, and many more. There are also three type of physical activities you could do without lifting weights, which you probably already do but don't really realize that you're doing. That's helping with your health. That is leisure time physical activities, occupational physical activities, and lifestyle physical activities. Physical health and my fault. Leisure time physical activity refers to all the behavior connected with physical activity that people arrange in their freely disposed time. For examples, maybe you walking your dog, you playing sports, you dancing, gardening, gardening, and many more activities. Occupational physical activity is activities that has to do with lifting, carrying, working with your hands above your shoulder. Examples for that is restaurant servers, helping people move, such as carrying boxes, such as the Utah workers, and weightlifting, and there's many more. Lifestyle physical activity is broadly defined as any bodily movement produced by a contraction of muscles that substantially increase energy expenditure, that is someone's daily routine. For examples, your daily routine may be walking to class or walking to work, maybe housework, such as mowing the lawn or raking the leaves, or even going to the park playing with your kids. So you could see, to have a good physical health or to be fit, you don't have to believe in this perception that you have to be able to lift weights, because physical health physical health runs so much more deeper than that. There's such a variety of physical activities you can do. And this is where I get to why physical health is important. Well, the reason why I think physical health is important is because you need to know how much exercise you get a week, and I'll be naming some additional information about physical health. And it's very important that you do get physical health, that you do get physical fitness every week. For adults, you should be at least getting 30 minutes of moderate intensity physical activity a day. That lead to 150 minutes of moderate physical activity a day. Or you can even do 75 minutes of vigorous intensity physical activity a week. A week. Or you can even mix it up with a little bit of moderate and a little bit of vigorous. That lead to probably, for example, 90 minutes of moderate intensity physical activity with 35 minutes of vigorous physical activities per week. For children, they should be getting at least 60 minutes or more vigorous or moderate in physical activity a day. If you have health problems, or is over the age of 60 or a senior citizen, you should get a physician clearance on what type of intensity you should be doing, or how long you should be doing it, because of your health, because of your health problems, of course, and your age. If you're obese or overweight, or you just want some additional fitness activity per week, you should be doubling the amount of how much you spend. For example, instead of doing 150 minutes per week of moderate physical activity, instead you do 300 minutes at moderate physical intensity per week. And I have some fun facts that you should know. There's an analysis that sitting more than 3 hours a day was responsible for over 400,000 deaths through 54 countries. That is responsible for 3.8% of all causes of mortality. Physical inactivity is responsible, according to the World Health Organization, known as WHO, 30% of ischemic heart diseases cases, 27% of type 2 diabetes cases, 21 to 25% of breast and colon cancer worldwide is the cause because people was physically inactive. If you just even reduce 30 minutes of your sitting time, that will reduce deaths by at least 0.6%. So imagine if you get it up higher, the percent of deaths will reduce. One of the key reasons of why physical health is important is life expectancy. How long do you really want to live? If you get regular physical activity, you simply improve more than 50 different metabolic or physiological aspects of human life. Getting enough physical activity is good for your cardiovascular system. That involves your heart, lungs, and blood vessels. And by reducing, so you would end up reducing the risk of heart-related diseases, premature death, and your performances of everyday tasks will very much ease because of your physical activity. For example, if you adopt a regular aerobic exercises for about a few weeks, there will be a decrease in your resting heart rate. That means that your heart is getting stronger, and that leads to, with every beat that your heart beats, it is pumping more and more blood each beat than somebody that's physically inactive. Regular moderate intensity physical activities can improve your immune system. That makes an individual less susceptible to disease through improving the body's activity to fight infections. Also, if diabetes start at the age of 15, you could lose somewhere between 17 to 27 years of your life. So this is another reason why it's very important to be to be physically active. Also, physical activity can also improve your respiratory systems by increasing the amount of oxygen that is inhaled with each breath and distributes to body tissues. So that improves your stamina as well. That's why you see most people, their stamina is very good when it comes to probably, that's why athletes have really good stamina just because of how much they work out, because they work out more than the average person. It also improves your bone density. That leads to strengthening your bones. So your bones is much more stronger than the normal person. It improves circulation and levels of good cholesterol, that is known as HDLs, because of the triglycerides, that is a blood fat, decreases it decreases so low to where you're good, where you have good HDL levels. It can also reduce hypertension. That is another name for blood high blood pressure. That can lead to you having a lower chance of having a stroke or other types of heart diseases. Aerobatic and resistant exercises can improve health and quality of life outcomes in breast cancer survivors. So if you have breast cancer, aerobatic exercises will improve your chance of survival or living longer. Physical activity can also improve your rate of your metabolism. Maybe if you're struggling to eat or you're not getting enough food or nutrients in your body, you exercise will make you more hungry and be able to eat even more. There's also an increased evidence that regular physical activity positively affects your cognitive functional across your lifespan. So the more you are able to be physically active, the higher chance you have of living to your late 70s, late 80s, maybe even 90s, hopefully even 100. Experts also believe the relationship between physical activity and longevity is that the greater physical activity levels